Hi guys, Stoker here with a new video, and this video is a update video about my Destruction Warlock. We got 2.6k, which is actually mental. Hopefully we can get to the top 100 Destruction Warlock, which would be an achievement for me, since I'm really enjoying Destruction Warlock. I'm learning every day more and more, and I want to share a bit of the knowledge that I have right now with current situations, like just in general, what you can do to actually improve your gameplay to get on a higher level. And my first tip would be try to enjoy melee cleaves, because you will see a lot of melee cleaves, but I can guarantee those are the games where you will get 4, 5, or even 6 wins. Trust me, melee cleaves are actually pretty easy whenever you understand, whenever you have to TP, whenever you have to do Curse of Weakness, Amplify Curse of Weakness, excuse me, whenever you have to do Amplify Curse of Exhaustion, although I rarely do it, but you can still do it, and also Amplify Curse of Tongues on the healer if you feel like they are casting way too much. Although even that, I prefer to do a curse of, like, Amplify Curse of Weakness on said healer. I can guarantee you how many times I did that on a disc priest or a holy priest or even a holy paladin, where they do crit a lot on their healing, and they can actually like one tap a DPS of like one up, I would say, a DPS because of a crit. So if you do manage to put your Curse of Weakness, the Amplify Curse of Weakness on the healer, they can have a lot of difficulties to actually top people, because with the dampening and with maybe mechanics around crit for said healer, it just gives you more pressure, because again you're going to deny them from the surprise big heal that they can actually do. Especially holy paladins with wings, they do get crit. If they're going for normal wings, I don't think it's actually giving you more crit with melee wings, but melee wings also relies on critting judgments and such, so it can actually help you to play around that. Again, you should try to avoid putting on a resto shaman, because a resto shaman can actually notice it and decurse themselves, but generally they will not start dispelling other DPSs because they see a curse on said DPS. They don't want to like waste a dispel, because first and foremost it's a GCD, and also they might just get CC'd by a fail or whatever once they actually dispelled said DPS. So they want to get their spell ready for a CC, for example. So you should really abuse Amplify Curse. It's also a very big like spell to actually just do it on CD, excuse me. So every 20 seconds you should always try to give you an opportunity to do Amplify Curse of Weakness or Curse of Exhaustion, or even apply Curse of Tongues to multiple targets. Again, if you're playing versus a Feral Druid, I like to do Curse of Weakness, but you can also do Curse of Tongues, which is affecting their haste, which make them actually a bit sluggish, which is actually very nice. You can play around that if you want. And also the dots are ticking like a bit slower, so it helps you also to survive that damage. But in general, you can do a lot with Amplify Curse, so try to abuse it. And when I say about you need to love melee cleaves, those are the games where you're going to cleave multiple targets with just instant cast, like with instant conflags, shadow burns. You can play with dimensional rift on those matchups. If you can play with Chaos Incarnate, I would do that, but most matchups I'm playing with dimensional rift. Gives you more damage, but also just in general gives you also a bit of a soul shot regen, which is always nice to have. I want to preface it, Destruction Warlock is probably a S tier, minimum a A tier spec, so you need to also understand your strength in the overall meta. You should despise caster cleaves, because again you only have one kick, and generally I prefer to kick the healer instead of the DPSs. Of course there are a few healers which are a bit difficult to kick because they don't really have a lot of costs. I'm thinking about resto druids, for example. If they are not like casting a regrowth, you will never kick them. They can maybe cast a regrowth just for the gigs, but often not, they are not really casting a lot of regrowths. Thank you for following the channel, Wasama. But in general, I think there is a skill gap versus casters, where casters are going to try to kick you, while you know that you are going to win games by kicking the healer. If you're kicking a holy priest, they are screwed. They might void shift very quickly, and that's it. If you're kicking a disc priest whenever they're bursting, well, Chisholm will have little to no value whenever they are doing it, and you're kicking mind games for mind blast, which is often not the first or second spell that they're going to use after Chisholm. You need to also understand that. Again, if they are backpedaling and they are like trying to recoup the damage that you're actually doing, you can be sure that they are going to do a big penance, or they are going to do a big flash heal, because a flash heal can do a lot of healing. At that very moment, you can actually do and prepare your kick. I sometimes do not play Fell Hunter, I do play Succubus. If I feel like, look, a kick will not do or make the difference, trust me, if you're actually doing your succubus, the seduction very right, you're going to have the easiest wins possible. If you're doing that on a holy paladin, for example, that is actually playing melee wings, or if you're doing that on a monk that is actually fist weaving, it will give you a huge time to actually do a lot of damage. And sometimes you can even switcheroo and go for the healer and like blast them in open. There is a lot of ways to actually win games, and it's not only because of your kick, but it can also do with your fear or with a seduction. You should also understand, since you're playing with a pet, you can send your pet very far away, and because of that, you can actually outrange them, and they think they're like safe from every CC, and then you have your seduction ready to actually do some big CC from afar, and then they will be super far away, and you are here fighting with their melees, and they will have to burn CDs to actually come towards you, or they are going to die and they will have to actually notice it. The warrior will leap away, but again, it's a victory for you, because the more time you can actually make them spend run away from you, the more easier it becomes to actually kill those melee creeps. Remember, there is a few targets where you should put a Curse of Weakness. Retribution Paladin, always do that. Arms Warrior, if you can actually do that, I think it's a very good Curse of Weakness, because they do build crit. If they're building crit, basically you're denying their whole build, which is actually very awesome. Feral Druids, I like to do Curse of Weakness, like I said, but Curse of Tongues is also a good option because of the dots that are actually applied. They're going to tick a little less faster. And just in general, I think you need to also understand your mobility. What I do is I have Soul Burn and Demonic Gateway into one macro. So I did discuss it about in my guide, so if you want to check my guide, you can always check my guide. But you have Soul Burn, Demonic Gateway as one macro. So whenever I'm pressing Demonic Gateway, I get a Soul Burn activation. So now I can put my gateway whenever I can, and if I'm facing, let's say, a warrior, I can just do that whenever I'm speared. So I don't need to actually stand near the gate to do that, although I prefer to stand near the gate because I don't want to spend soul shards for nothing. But if I'm like unluckily not near a gate, I prefer to just step back and play around it. Oh, okay. Fortunately, we're not playing versus a warrior, but I have like Demonic Gateway debuff, so hopefully it will not play against me. But here it's a perfect matchup for a Fell Hunter. You see that at this MMR, which is 2.6k, like even a bit more, but whatever, we are playing versus a lot of casters, because casters are king. I may say that I love warrior so much, but I love to have the actual CC that a caster can bring. A caster can bring fantastic CC that actually gives you leeway to actually win games. And I'm going to play with this build. Again, Netherward, Bane of Havoc. That is not grayed out anymore because of Mayhem, but that's actually very good. We're actually doing some huge damage. You'll see. Let's go. You're a Fist Lord, says the priest. Let's go mage. So we're going to go mage. I'm gonna put that. We have Demonic Gateway in 5 seconds, so I think it's fine. I'm going to put my focus macro on the priest. And I'm going to try to he's going to try to kill my pet, which is not good. Alright. I'm gonna set my pet. I don't know why the I'm gonna CC him. Okay, got stunned. I kicked him on Schism. Unfortunately, I wanted to kick on Smite, but it was too fast. I did Curse of Weakness the thingy, how it's called, the mage, because again, Glacial Spike, if it crits, does a lot of damage. If it doesn't, it's a bit less, so it's always nice to have. I'm gonna try to CC the priest. Never mind, can't. I'm gonna CC the, but I don't know. I need to play around the pillar, not the other way. Actually, I'm gonna CC him. All right, I'm gonna go with a Nether Ward. Let's go, bam, bam, bam. And I'm gonna try to do a lot of damage. Got kicked. Okay. I'm gonna Curse of Weakness the mage, because I'm kind of scared about the mage. I'm polymorph, please. Okay, thank you. We should win this one, I think. I kicked him on Glacial Spike, which is good. I didn't really want to kick him, I may be honest, but anyways. Curse of Weakness on the mage again, and he kicks me all the time. I'm going to go on the priest, man. He should be dead. Bye bye. Nope, he didn't die, unfortunately. Gonna fear the priest. Gonna give us a bit of time. He has no mana anymore soon. Okay, I fake kicked the sounds from the mage. Got kicked. Okay, I'm gonna fear the. Nice. Gonna stun them all. Fearing him again. And he's dead. Well played. So mainly we try to CC the priest whenever we can, but if we can't, CC the mage, CC the balance druid, CC the mage, CC the balance druid, and whenever I can burst, I will of course try to burst. But again, you should also notice you have a shadow priest in your team, so whenever he goes for a big silence on the priest and then a stun on the priest, it is at that moment that you actually have to play aggressive. Don't make them always run away, they actually have to play around you. Go SP. But I think the Mistweaver played very well. He did eat a bit of like a few kicks here and there, I think. But it's always nice to have like a Mistweaver in your team. Now let's try to play around him. So he's going to rush, which is actually very good. I'm going to try to do this then. Alright, I used my kick for nothing. Gonna fear him. Try to apply emulation on everything. So they're going for me, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The Shadow Priest plays very well, man. I'm gonna try to do a double Infernal now, and maybe we can do a bit of damage. Chaos Bolt. Okay, let's try to do a Chaos Bolt on him now. Portal. I'm gonna CC him. He's super far away. I'm gonna fear him now, whenever he can. Please, do not die. Feared. Okay, we did do well here. I hate this map so hard, man. They're lining me multiple times as well. I kicked him on mind games, by the way, so it's very nice. Curse of weakness on the Boomy. Gonna dispel myself with the Dark Iron Dwarf. You don't really have a lot of kicks, so I can actually do this. Kicked him on Chisholm, and I think I'm dead really soon, so I need to be scared. And we won, nice. Well played. I was very scared at the end. I thought I was dying. They had a lot of CC. Shadow Priest in general is very hard to play against. You will notice that a good Shadow Priest will do insane CC locks versus the actual healer, which makes you actually very vulnerable in most games. But I think in general there is a lot of possibilities for you. Healthstone. Go for mage or SP. It's very hard. That's a very hard comp. The God's comp is very strong. So you need to play around it and make it possible for you to actually do a Curse of Weakness on the mage. Again, they are not going to dispel themselves, or often not. They don't do that. So they're not rushing this time, which is actually surprising. Wait on mage. Let's wait the mage. Yeah. Gonna slow him. Curse of weakness on him. He's behind enemy lines, so that's perfect. I'm gonna fear. Never mind. I'm gonna fear the. Never mind. I'll try to fear. Oh, is he dead? No, he's not dead. Oh. Curse of weakness of him. Let's go. Okay, he kicked. He has no kick, so I'm gonna try to do a bit of damage right now. Never mind, he has a kick. Try to emulate everyone so you can have the haste buff, which is actually very nice and very useful to have. I think he's dead. I'm getting chaos with locks right now. I'm playing like garbage right now. Okay, he has no icy veins anymore. I don't know why he doesn't line, man. But that's my bad. I think I played really wrong. That's what I said in the beginning of the video, right? I prefer to play versus meaties because right here it's so annoying for me because I have like hardcast most of my spells, even immolate, even incinerate, chaos bolt, everything, and I have like so little value there. But we'll see what we can do. Good thing is it's a not a fist weaver, so I can really put a big focus on him with my pet. Yeah. Look at this, man. Kicked him, also coiled him. He's directly in troubles. Alright. I'm gonna kick him soon. He has like Zen Focus T, so there's nothing to kick right here. Ooh, that's already a big CD. Kicked him. Incapped, by the way. He's in open. I'm feared. I'm gonna kick him soon. Kicked him, I kicked him, I kicked him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's a kill normally. Nah. It's not a kick, unfortunately. I'm gonna dispel myself with this. Kicked him, I kicked him, I kicked him. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Boom, 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 boom. Allez. Unfortunate, man. Are we dead? I think I'm dead. Yep. Right. Fortunately, he didn't like void shift. I don't know what happened. Very hard matchups, man. Every matchup with the priest is very annoying. You see, he has 3 wins. So we did win 1 time with the priest. I think he will get a big 5 winner. Priest is playing really well. So annoying. All those boomies, man. Oh man, the mistakes. Kicked him. Kicked him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. I did Curse of Weakness him, so it helped.
I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls. I feel like life is on hold.
I think he has his goal really soon.
I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie.
That's so annoying, man. I kicked him. I kicked him.
Communication aside, we'll all just fight till we die.
Kills both, man.
Or just the start of it. Either way, I don't wanna be a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument? Or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises.
Oh man, he massive spelled, but it didn't work. So annoying. Kicked him on initial spike, I don't care. I didn't really want to, but polymorphed into Oblivion. He still has Disperse, so I guess he doesn't get kicked. He void shifted, so that's good.
A greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again. I need a couple friends. I never really understood just how the story ends, but I can feel his tense. Don't know the consequence. The volatility of life, my only.
He's alone with me, but
this an argument or just the start of it? Either way, I don't wanna
that
be
works.
a part of it. Can I just get some space? I don't have the heart for this. I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is
Wow.
this an argument
Lost.
or just the start of it? I wanna
That's
drive
dumb.
away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before
He already void shifted. I don't know why he did that.
place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all.
Well played. We got 3 wins at least. We got 2,655. This is the perfect example where we did the first 2 wins went perfectly, and then they actually caught on not standing in open fire, and their casters are super annoying to deal with. But again, it was an enjoyable match. We did well. But that's the indication of what I said about caster lobbies being so much worse than melee lobbies. You as a Destruction Warlock should really try to enjoy it. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. And we will catch each other very soon in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.